All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward. Today we have lots of happy mail. I'm so excited, and then we're going to be doing some of our new projects. Um, this is our turtle. First off, there's the top, the bottom, I mean, and there's our shell, and that turned out beautiful, guys. Just beautiful. I got to do some trimming on it, and then we'll get that laid in, but we're going to be making another one today, okay? And so I'm going to set this one down to dry. And we're going to start with our happy mail. First of all, this comes from my sister today, Roberta. And I just kind of want to read it to you. It says, whatever you did, whatever you find yourself building. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can read it in the screen. I can't actually. You can see that. Give me 1 second. It says, I had this down. It says, whatever. Let's see. Whatever you find yourself just give me a minute. We'll go back to that. I gotta get it in the right light. But anyway, I'll read that to you. It come from my sister. I'm so proud of it. And then I got snowman faces. I'm so excited. They're different sizes. Oh no, they're all the same size. Or is there one great big one? Yeah, they're all the same size, guys. Okay, those are really, really cute. So we're going to be using those on some of our snowmen. And I'm going to lay that over here. And then we got some more of the little trinkets. It's got little gingerbread men. It's got little gingerbread houses. It's got uh, candy, little Christmas ornaments, and there's just a big variety of them in there. Lots and lots of little gingerbread men, and they're really, really cute. We're going to be using some of these today. And then we got our trinkets. This is our Temu order. I got our trinkets. These here are little shakers, which I can't wait to use the shakers. There's a strawberry popsicle. Let's open them up. We're not going to do them all today, guys. We might do a couple of them. Oops. So we have our star, and then we have the kitty cat. And then we have the little Christmas ornament, which I think we'll do that one today. And then we have the little perfume bottle. And then we have the little strawberry. And there's a popsicle. I think we'll do that one today. There's a piece of cheese. And what's this one? It kind of looks like a porcupine. Not exactly sure. Okay, and then we got the moon. And then we have our heart. And then we have our little bear, which that one's going to be really cute. And I'm not exactly sure what that one is. Looks like a thermometer. Anyhow, we'll just leave a couple of them out for extras today. And we'll put the rest of them back in the bag. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12. It comes in a set of 12, guys. And those are really cute. I'm going to slide that down in the drawer. And then we got some more keychain holders, which I love these. I need more, so I got more. So now I have plenty of those. And then we got our big Christmas tree. And this is like little keychain rings. I'm not sure what they used them for, but they come in here, so. And then here's our bottom of our tree. And then this one is our top, and you can put the little picture in it. Afterwards, you put your picture. And then we're going to be really, really cute. I can't wait to do one. And we'll set that one aside. And then we also got our vase, which this is a bottle for like, there's in the center, of course. And this one's from Tim U. Sorry about the wrappings. And this is just a jar. So it goes upside down like this. And that holds in your whatever, like your flowers. It's supposed to be a little baggie with flowers in it. Or whatever you want to put in it. I thought about using this as a Santa bag, so I think I may do that. Okay? And this one here, trash. And then this one come from Roberta today. This is so awesome, guys. Can you see them? They are so huge. Those are Christmas trees. They're just way huge. So I'm so excited about this. Again, sorry about the noise. And we're going to pour some of these today. So let me move these. We're going to set that one right down here. Them are going to be awesome to pour. And this is my elephant that we got the other day. And we're going to be pouring her. And then this one here, guys, is from Tim. Also, this comes from Roberta. Thank you, Roberta, once again. And this one is a little train. Can you kind of see that? That's a train. That is so cute. It's like even got a boarding number. Board 0040. I guess. I don't know. But that is awesome. I can't wait to see what that looks like. And it's got a lot to pour to it. Okay. So there are those, guys. And then you've seen my Highland cows. So I'm going to put those over there. And these are our snowmen. We saw those. And then we have some Christmas from Richie. And these here come from the dollar store. We're going to be using these today too. Okay. That is so funny. It's laying down and I can almost see it. Okay, it says, whenever you find yourself doubting how far you can go, just remember how far you have come. Everything you have faced, all the battles you have won, and all the tears or fears you have overcome. So that is really cute, Roberta. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and get some resin mixed up, and I think we are going to get started because we have so much to do today. We're probably not going to get to everything, but we are going to try to get to most of it. So, all right, we'll be right back, guys. Okay. Now we are going to get started. So we're going to first of all move some of these out of the way. I'm just going to stack them on top of here so I can get to what I'm working with first. Pretty cow, huh? Okay, I'll move these over here. Now, first I'm wanting to do this teddy bear. And so I'm going to... Well, this little gal is cute. So it's a bunny bear. So what we're going to do is we are going to do her in some vibrant colors, but I think I'm going to put some white mica powders in there. So give me a minute. Let's see what I got here. is silver. Let's do her in brown, okay? We're going to do the bear in brown. So I'm going to take my little cup here. I get a little spoon here. And I'm going to scoop out a couple of the, this is a pretty glittery brown. So there's one. We're just going to add another one, two. I don't want it real liquefied. All right. Alrighty. Now we're going to pour some of our resin, but first let me get my gloves back on. Oh. Okay. I'm going to take some alcohol. Let me find it. I'm going to take some of my alcohol and I'm just going to swish some in there. Just enough, I think, to get it twisted up in there. So it's not so runny. Alrighty. Now, we're going to pour a little bit of our pour cup in here. Get my popsicle stick. And we're going to give it a good stir. Let me come to this side. Sorry, guys. We're just going to give her a really good stir. Easy. I think we filled it a little too full. Okay. Just like this. It's kind of got a little bit of a gold to that. Isn't that really pretty? Look at that. It's got some gold to that. That is pretty brown. Okay. I think it's like a golden brown. It's gorgeous. All right. And we're going to spritz our mold because it's new. So give me 1 second here. All right. I'm just going to spray some alcohol in there, guys. This is a whole new mold. And we're going to pour some in. And then I'm going to pinch around these little edges. Give me a minute. Because I want to make sure I get it down into the ears. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to finish pouring that in there. I'm trying to top it off. Not too full. Maybe a hair more. Because we are kind of tilted on the table. So I'm going to pick this up and move it over here so it's level. Okay, and then we're going to spritz the bottom. Okay, there we have that one. All right, and with what we have left, we're going to pour in our other little bear. This is our little shakers. Okay, I think that one is good. It might be too full. Nope, just bubbled. And then we're going to spritz that. Okay. And then with what we have left there, I think we are going to, let me see, real quick, let me grab my extra mold here. We'll try this one. So we'll just pour the extras in here today. We're just going to, what in the world is in there? Oh. Okay, that was weird. We're just going to pour our extras into this for the rest of the day that we don't use anywhere else. I'm just going to take this here and scrape it. All right, go ahead and scrape that down in there. Just like that. Okay. There's that one. Okay, let me wipe this off, guys. I'm trying not to mess my station up. I just got new plastic down. I need to get a rubber mat again. My rubber mat got ate up, I guess. But anyhow. So, there's that one. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and get our turtle out of the way. So we are going to get one of the bigger size cups right here. And we're going to dump this into here. Just like that. And then we are going to get some green. What I want to do oh, they're over here. Never mind, I was looking for them. All right, there's two kinds of green. There's this one and this one. And I think I want to use the green. Maybe we'll mix them. See what they look like. Okay. So we're going to take this one here. And we'll get our spoon out. Put a spoonful of that green. And then we're going to put a spoonful of this green. This one here is ocean green. I think they'd be really pretty together. Okay. There we go. It's kind of like a blue green. It kind of gives him the water effect. All right, so we're going to grab our popsicle stick and we're going to stir this in. I didn't spray it, but we're working out of the big cup, so I just got to make sure I get these powders stirred in really, really good. Okay, there we go. And we're going to spray our mold. And we'll spray this one. All right, and we shall pour. Okay, I'm going to move her over here real quick. I can get over her without spilling her. I got a heart like a truck. There ain't no breaking when I throw it in drive. Don't always keep it in between the lines. If you're ready for a ride, pedal down, stay to mine. Boy, I tell you what, you better buckle up. I got a heart like... Darn phone scared the dickens out of me. Especially when you're quiet and I'm on here talking to you guys. And I tipped it over. But we'll clean it right up. Alright, guys. That gets some of it. Just really. Sorry about that. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, that was a mess and a half. I gotta straighten her up real quick, guys. Hang on. Okay. Now for the shell, and let's move it away from there. Get that poured in there. Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more to my cup. I'm going to take my popsicle stick and just stir that in there. It should blend right in. Hopefully. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now let me get that picked up. This is complicated. All right. So many things to do today. Let me get that spritzed around, and I'll be right back. Okay, there's that. Now, the rest of that we're going to put into the little snowflake, but I'm going to add some glitter. So hold on one second. I think I'm actually going to pour it into this one, guys. Let me set this one aside. I think I want this one. Okay. Okay. We're going to pour it into this little snowflake here, guys. One more. Oops. Gotta go this way. All right. And there's that one. Okay, we're going to spritz it. We're going to move it on over. Oops, don't spill it. I'm going to set this one up to dry. Okay. And then, I'll grab another towel. Get this off of here. That really don't need to get ruined. Okay. Now, now we have another snowflake here. There's these teeny tiny little cords in here. I get one to come out. They're really hard to get out. Well, maybe it's only one side. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. I know they pop out of there. Okay, there we go. Well, they did pop out of there. Oh, geez. Okay, and this little teeny tiny thing here, whoops, goes down into this little bitty hole right there and straight down to the bottom, just like that. And that makes our hole. Sorry, guys, that choked up. Now I'm gonna have to get this one poured. Okay, let's scrape my cup. Let me get an actual scraper here, guys. All right, I'm gonna scrape this out. I want to get it in there as much as possible. I got plenty more in here. I'm just gonna make it, I think. Almost, come on. A little bit more. Getting there. Ah, so close. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. There we go. There's that one. We're going to move it over to the drying table. Okay. And I'll be right back. Oh, no, you don't. Stay in there. Good job. Okay. We're going to spritz it. Make sure all them bubbles are popped. Okay, guys. Now, I'm going to change my gloves, and I shall return. All right. Now, we are going to, let me get this cleaned off and resin to drip in there, and don't want green in it. Okay. That's good. Now, we're going to take the rest of our resin, and I'm going to take our big snowflake, and then I got to do the same thing for this one. I got to pop this piece out, and it just kind of cuts right out of there. They really just do not want to let go. Okay, and we're going to get a hold of that. Okay, that is such a fighter. Whew. All right, and then that little bitty piece here that comes out of this little hole goes right through here. In the hole. Oh, come on. Seriously? Okay, and it just pushes down. You just keep pushing it down until it's down in the bottom. Just a hair more. Okay, and there you have it. And we're going to set that one down. Now I'm going to put some blue in here. This is called Deep Sky Blue. I don't know if I can get it open. And I'm using the mica powder by Corsair. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Corsair. I'm going to put a spoonful of that in there. Just like that. And close up our mica powder. Lay it over here. Then I grab a popsicle stick. If I can do this without dumping everything. Okay, and we're just going to stir that mica powder in. You want to make sure you get it stirred down in there. Oops, see, look at that. It's really flaky. That's a lot of mica powder. I guess I got a little too much, but it's okay. We'll get it all stirred in here. Just want to make sure you get all the clumps out, so there's no air bubbles in it. Scraping around the edge. Still see a lot of unmixed powder in there. And it's getting warm, guys, so we want to get it pretty quickly. And there we go. That is a pretty, pretty blue. Okay. That is a beautiful blue. Now we're going to go ahead and dump our blue in here. And just pour until she's full. Okay, now what I'm going to do, guys, so I don't spill it, I'm going to try not to spill it. Yep, there we go. Is pick it up. And I did spill it a little bit. And we'll clean that up. And I'll finish pouring it over here. And we will go ahead and spray her down. Okay. Now we're going to spritz it. Let me find my spritzer. Okay. All right, and that one is setting. Now, I'm going to take the rest of it and I'm going to pour it inside this elephant, and then we're going to leave her sit for a few minutes. Oh you guys cannot see her, can you? I'll move her up. Okay. Well, this is my elephant, and I'm just going to scrape the rest of this right straight into my cup. Or my elephant pour. My cup. Out of my cup, people. I don't know. I can't talk today. But I am all excited about my Happy Meal. Alright. Then there's our first pours, guys. Now, we are going to take a real quick break. And I will come right back and we will get some more resin made up while we're out. Thank you. Hold tight. Okay. Sorry about the wait, guys. I had to get some mixed up. So what I'm going to be doing is pouring some... Oops, wrong cup. Yeah, that was the right cup. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to be pouring some in here. About like that. And then we're going to be adding some more of our deep sky blue mica powder. Sorry, I had a cough drop in my mouth. Okay, hold on a minute. I cannot get it with these gloves, so I'm going to have to put on some clean gloves. They're sticky from stirring. What a day. But it's a great day. Just kidding, guys. I'm really happy today. I got to see my mama. I love visiting my mother. Okay. I can get a hold of this. Let's see here. I got them glued together. That's just what I needed. Mica stuck together. The zipper part. Oh, let me get my little spoon here. Now, let me see these. There we go. Now I got it. Okay. Alrighty. I get my spoon. And we're going to put about 2 teaspoons in here. Whoops. If we don't throw it all over the place. Sorry, guys. I keep bumping my phone. Alright. And we're going to take our stir stick here. And we're going to stir it. I'm going to get that down in there. And stir that powder up really, really good, guys. Making sure to get all that loose powder off the side. We don't want no powder clumps in it. Since it's already in our cup. Okay. Get that stirred around in there. Oh, goody, goody. That's looking better. Making sure there's none left on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, let me wipe this off. Okay, and we're going to tip it up. And we're just going to pour it in there. About right there. I want to make sure it's up in the bottom. Okay. Just keep pouring. Okay, and then we're going to pinch his trunk. Making sure there's no bubbles in there. And the ears. All right. And there's our elephant. I'm going to pick him up without spilling him everywhere, hopefully, and move him over. Same down. Let's get the bubbles out. All right. Elephant is poured. Okay, and then the rest of it, sit that over there. I got to wipe it out. Let's see if I can find one that doesn't have little tippers on it. Here we go. I'm going to pour the rest of this into our snowflake. Sorry, guys. I'm actually on the wrong side today. That's a lot of... Let's see if I can squeegee that around there. That's going to be a mess, guys. We've got to get some of that out of there. Ugh. That's the fun part. Making a mess. Okay. Let me get that brush down in there. Take just a tad bit more out. We're going to squeegee that back into our snowflake. A tad bit more out of there. We got a little bit of an overpour here, guys. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Thank God for plastic, huh? Okay. We're going to move this one over too with the rest of them. Okay. Down there. Let me get my popsicle stick. I have to get clean in here. I'm just going to brush this back into the mold. What came out of the mold the first time. And then pull this lever back, making sure we're getting down in there. Okay. All right. Now them two are done. And then on this one here, we're going to set it down there. I'm going to spritz it a little. It helps it flow through. Okay, we got enough left. I'm going to go ahead and pour this snowflake. Ooh, here we go again, running it over. What in the world? I must be in an angle today. All right. I think my table moved forward on me or something. Okay, there we go. Something like that. And we'll just trim it off before we take it out of the mold. Wow, that's two. Okay, let me get that right. Set this one over here. And then we're going to spritz it so we have no bubbles. Okay. Alrighty. That is pretty green, guys. I can't wait to see them tomorrow. Alright, and then these little critters have the little leaf things. Just gotta cut that. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pop that out of there. They're really kind of tough to get out. Well, there we go. There's one piece. Alright. And then this little bitty stem goes down through that hole. Once again, to the bottom. Making sure it's in there. It's in there. Okay. And then we're going to do this one. And I'm just going to pour the last of my blue in there. All right, I'm going to take a break for a minute here and just press these bubbles up. Okay, and we're going to use our little spatula here. We're going to go in here and scrape the rest of this out. Getting all that out of there. All right. Now I'm going to pick it up, guys, and I'm going to move it over here with the rest of them. That cup is done. We have a lot for demold tomorrow, guys. All right. We're going to pick this one up. Oh, just like that. Lay it over here. And we're going to spritz it. Grab a popsicle. Make sure it's all in there. Okay, spritz it. There we go. All right. Now, that one is done. All right, and now we are going to do the Santa Claus bag. We'll do that one last. I think I want to do a couple of the Christmas trees, guys, from Roberta today. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Set that cup down. Let's get this right center where we all can see it. Isn't that pretty? That is such a beautiful mold. I can't wait. Okay. So we already have resin in here. I think there's enough in there to do a Christmas tree. So I'm going to take some of my, I got these pretty colors. This is a pearl white. So, geez. I'm going to add just a little spoon of the pearl white and give it a really, really pretty shine. And then this one here, I had the right one a minute ago. Is Orca Violet. And this is a very pretty purple. Christmas trees can be any color you want them to be. Yeah. Once again, guys, I got to take these gloves off. Get this open. And we're going to put it in its own little cup. Hold on a minute. I do have some of the smaller ones here. Okay. I'm going to take the purple. And put 1, 2 in this cup. Okay. All right. Get my gloves back on. All right. Now, I am going to stir this. Let me find my stir. I use a popsicle stick here. I'm going to stir the white in, guys. into the big jar here. I'm stirring it in. Look at all that pretty powder. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to add, figure out how to do this real quick. Let me get this open. Okay, that part was open. Okay, that is open. All right. I got some pretty white crushed crystals. And I'm going to sprinkle some of those in there. I want a really shiny Christmas tree. Okay. There we go. And we're going to stir that down in there, guys. The cup. I'm going to stir it in there nice and sturdy. That way they don't sink to the bottom. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, gosh, that's beautiful. Now, I'm going to pour this one. I think I'll start with the center mold. So I'm going to pour this straight in the middle. All right. There's one. Okay. Then we're going to take this and pour it into the purple cup. Give me a second. All right. Here's that one. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and stir this in. Just like that. And give me 1 second, guys, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back, and we are going to pour the purple. So we're going to pour this one in this corner. There you go. And then we're going to pour the rest of it in our pour mold. Let me get that scraped out, guys. This is a little messy today. Jeez. I can't find my other scraper. That's the problem. Okay. There you have it, guys. There's that one. Okay, let me clean this up. Cleaning this off. Making sure it's nice and clean. I know there's more trees to do, but we're going to let these two cure. And then we will come back to our trees. All right. And then give me a second, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay. Now, for the rest of our resin, we're going to be pouring in some sky blue. Get this open. Gloves and these things do not work. Oh, really? All right. Here we go again. Okay. There we have it. Now, with my little spoon, I'm going to scoop in some blue. Oops. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to stir that in. Let me get a popsicle stick here. All right, you guys can see that. Let me get in here. We're just going to stir that blue in there. See all that powder? I want to get all that powder down. And, oh, there we go. We're putting powder on the end of our purple. Hold on. I don't really want that blue in there. All right. I'm going to dab that out of there. She gets blue in her Christmas tree. She won't like that. Okay. Purple, guys, happens to be Roberta's favorite color. And I just want to see what it's going to look like. I don't think I've ever seen a purple Christmas tree, but they sell them pink. Why not? Red, green, white. I've even seen blue Christmas trees, so why not purple? Roberta absolutely loves purple. Okay. All right, there's the blue mica powder. And we're going to pour the rest of this one into our skull. And that didn't even fill her all the way full, guys, so we can keep adding colors to it. Okay, here we go. All right, let me get my scraper here, guys. And we'll get the rest of that scraped into our skeleton. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, that's it of the color. Clean my brush or my scraper. Yeah, get all that sticky stuff off of there. All right, there's that one. Okay, so I think We're gonna play here in a minute with the big Christmas tree. I get a second here. Get this stuff cleaned up. Oh my goodness. Everything's all sticky. So what happens when your hands get sticky with lots and lots of resin. Okay. I'm going to lay that over here so I can dry that one too. And we'll wipe this one off. Alrighty. We'll just lay that one to dry. My gloves are all sticky. Okay. You back over there. Okay, guys. I'm going to try to wipe this plastic down a little bit so everything's not quite sticking to it, but it'll get changed again tomorrow. Alrighty. Oh, wipe you off. I don't want all that excess cleaning on them trees. Okay. Now we got our big tree. This is so weird, but it's cute. So we're going to set this down here. You guys can kind of see it from there. And then I have my big tree. I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe it out. It's sticky somehow in the middle. I didn't pour anything in it yet. Huh. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're getting some oddball stuff done. I have a lot for demold tomorrow, guys. Okay. Now one more thing today, and that'll be our tree here. This is a Christmas present for my kids and their baby girl's first Christmas. All right. Well, let's see. I'm not sure how much it's going to take, but what I think I want to do, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we'll put it in our big measuring cup. We're going to add some pretty different color glitters to this cup for starters. So let's, or this cup here. Yeah. Okay. Hold up. We'll put it all in this cup. It'll be easier. So there, I'm going to put in some greens. Okay. Let me go add a few butterflies. Up. And then some green hearts. Okay, and I'm going to go over here and get some of the light green glitter. We're going to add some of that in there.